They are a familiar sight along the Portland waterfront, the red, white, and yellow ferries heading out to the islands of Casco Bay. The service they provide, moving people and freight, is crucial. And for nearly half a century, one man has played a key role in keeping it all running smoothly. 365 days a year, typically from 5 in the morning to midnight, the ferries of Casco Bay lines carry nearly everything that goes to 6 different islands. About 1.2 million passengers a year, thousands of vehicles, and tons of freight, from suitcases to cement, groceries to garden supplies.
Life jackets on the main deck, forward half line occurred.
Nick Mavodones started working here as a deckhand in 1978. Give us a picture. What was it like to be a deckhand loading freight back then in the 70s?
Well, freight would get rolled out on Custom House Wharf on a cart, close to the boat, and unless the tide was perfect, we lifted it or we threw it onto the boat.
Casco Bay Lines was a far smaller operation then, carrying about 1/6 as many passengers as it does now, and operating out of a rundown section of Custom House Wharf. I remember those days because I worked as a deckhand with Nick in the summers of 1979 and 80. 3 years after he started, he became a captain. He was just 21. It's a lot of responsibility.
It was, yeah. We had 300 passengers on most of the boats. All the freight, all the passengers, the mail, schools, children going back and forth. Yeah, it was a good responsibility.
One way to see these islands is to ride the mailboat.
C-SPAN tagged along for a story it did on the ferry service in 1989.
What do you think this place is going to look like in 10 years, 20 years?
10 years, I think we'll see some more development. I think we'll see more marinas.
In 1997, Nick became the operations manager of Casco Bay Lines, and later, on 3 different occasions, acting general manager. He oversaw hiring and personnel, maintenance of boats, dealing with customers, the Coast Guard, and much more.
Knows everybody, and that's the thing I love him for, is that I'll say, hey, you remember back in like '94? Remember that person? And he has names. He can remember everybody.
Along the way, Nick also devoted a tremendous amount of time to serving as an elected official in Portland city government, including a stint as mayor. Steve DeMillo of DeMillo's Restaurant worked with him on a variety of often contentious waterfront issues.
He always sought to find compromise and try to please all parties. You know, everybody's not happy at the end, but he did a great job at putting all the parties together.
How many years in all did you spend on school board and city council?
30 years and 6 months.
So once you find something, Nick, you tend to stick with it.
I guess you're right, Rob.
Steve DeMillo, by the way, may be about the only person on the Portland waterfront who has worked for the same employer longer than Nick Mavodones.
I started in 1968 in summers washing pots and pans.
And you were how old at the time?
I was 8 years old.
And you have never worked anywhere else since then?
Never.
Middle baller on this side. Yeah. All right, we'll give it a try.
Nick's run, though, is about to end. After 47 years at Casco Bay Lines, he is retiring. How would you sum up what he has meant to this place?
It's everything. It's the institutional knowledge that just is going to, well, he's not going to lose his phone because we're going to call him a lot. But, I mean, it's everything.
We asked Nick to join us one last time.
I am about to attempt to put the mooring line on one of the bollards.
On a run to Peaks Island. Give me a wild guess as to how many lines you have thrown in your career?
Oh, geez.
I mean, thousands and thousands. I'm guessing.
I've probably docked the boat a lot more than I threw lines, but I've thrown lots of them when I was younger.
So, has he still got game?
I could embarrass myself here. Rob's next.
Yep, I was next. even though the last time I'd thrown a line was for a 207 story in the early 2000s. And back then, I'd had a chance to practice.
So the last time I did this was, I think, 20...
Was it that long ago? Yeah, if you
21
you could
years
hit that
ago?
one. Was it that long?
And the time before that would have been 20.
Yeah, because my daughter's 40 now. Oh, he's good. 20 years later. That's good. Yep.
For Nick Mavodones, all of this, the tourists and islanders, the rhythm of the tides and seasons, the boats coming and going, the work he's done here for 47 years, it will soon be a memory.
Do you think you're going to miss it?
I don't know. I think there'll probably be parts of it I will miss, but the boats are nearby. If I feel like going for a boat ride or coming down to visit, I can do that.
And one other note, when Nick Mavodones made the change from captain to operations manager, he says a lot of people asked him what he missed about not being on the water anymore. He said there were two things: operating the boat in dense fog and operating the boat in bad storms. Those were, of course, the most difficult conditions, and he said he enjoyed the challenge. Nick's last day at Casco Bay Lines will be Friday. He will be missed.